Listen to me carefully, man. This is not some soft advice. This is not motivational fluff. This is street law, psychological law, life law. When she pulls away, you do not follow. Ever. And the moment you break this rule, you expose weakness. You expose neediness. You expose hunger. And hunger makes you prey. When she pulls away, it feels subtle at first. Messages slow down. Energy shifts. Her tone changes. The warmth drops. The replies get shorter. The excitement fades. And your instincts start screaming at you to chase, to fix, to close the gap. That instinct is natural. But natural does not mean correct. Natural is also panic. Natural is also fear. And fear is the fastest way to lose respect. Understand this clearly. When a woman pulls away, she is not running from you. She is creating space to observe you. She wants to see what you do when comfort disappears. She wants to know if your strength is real or performative. She wants to see if you stand firm or collapse under pressure. Most men collapse. They text more. They explain more. They apologize for things they didn't do. They ask questions they don't want the answers to. They chase, and every step closer they take pushes her further away. Because chasing tells her one thing: you need her more than she needs you. And the moment that imbalance shows, attraction dies quietly. Not loudly, quietly, permanently. When she pulls away, silence is not abandonment. Distance is not rejection. It is a test of self-control, a test of frame, a test of whether you lead your emotions or your emotions lead you. You must understand the psychology behind this, or you'll repeat the same mistake with every woman you meet. Pulling away is a power move. Not always conscious, but always effective. It shifts the emotional balance. It removes certainty, and uncertainty exposes character. Weak men try to close uncertainty immediately. Strong men let it breathe. Here's the hard truth. The man who follows is already lost, because following is reactive. Following is submissive. Following says, you set the pace, I'll adjust. And women don't respect men who adjust their spine for comfort. When she pulls away, your job is not to pursue. Your job is to remain centered, to remain grounded, to remain unmoved. Not cold, not cruel, just solid. Most men misunderstand this and swing to extremes. They think not following means ignoring, punishing, playing games. That's not strength. That's insecurity wearing a mask. Real strength is calm presence. Real strength is emotional discipline. Real strength is knowing you don't need to chase what's meant to stay. When she pulls away, she is asking one question without words. Does this man have his own gravity, or do I become his center? If you follow, you answer wrong. Let me make this very clear. Attraction is not built on reassurance. It's built on confidence. Confidence is silent. Confidence does not explain itself. Confidence does not beg for attention. Confidence continues forward regardless of who is watching. When she pulls away, your life should not stop. Your purpose should not pause. Your focus should not collapse into her absence. The man who keeps moving forward while she pulls back is the man who regains respect without saying a word. Women feel energy before they hear words. And the energy of a man who does not chase is unmistakable. It says, I choose you, but I don't need you. And that distinction changes everything. Here's where most men get it twisted. They think following shows care. They think pursuit equals love. They think effort equals value. That might sound romantic, but in reality, uncontrolled pursuit signals fear of loss. And fear is not attractive. A man who fears loss has already lost. When she pulls away and you follow, you teach her that withdrawal controls you. That distance manipulates you. That silence makes you unstable. And once she learns that, consciously or not, she will use it again because it works. But when she pulls away and you do not follow, something else happens. The power dynamic resets. The test flips. Now she is the one observing. Now she wonders. Now she questions. Not because you played a game, but because you didn't abandon yourself. Do not confuse stillness with weakness. Stillness is dominance under control. You don't chase storms. You don't beg waves to come back. You build land so solid that anything worth staying naturally returns. When she pulls away, there are only two correct responses. Maintain your frame and maintain your direction. Your frame is your emotional posture. Calm, grounded, unreactive. Your direction is your life path. Purpose, progress, motion, as long as those two remain intact. You win regardless of outcome. That here's something most men never realize. Following doesn't bring her closer. It confirms her doubts. If she's pulling away because she's unsure, chasing confirms insecurity. If she's pulling away to test you, chasing fails the test. If she's pulling away because attraction dropped, chasing accelerates the fall. There's no scenario where following improves your position. None. That's why the rule is simple. When she pulls away, do not follow. Let the distance exist. Let the silence speak. Let her feel the space she created. Space creates clarity. Pressure creates resistance. You want to know what actually brings a woman back. It's not messages. It's not explanations. It's not emotional speeches. It's the realization that you did not crumble when she stepped back. Strength is quiet. Weakness is loud. When she pulls away, your mind will try to sabotage you. It will replay conversations. It will imagine scenarios. It will tell you stories. Most of those stories are lies born from fear. You must learn to master your inner dialogue. You're not abandoned. You are being observed. An observation is neutral until you react. The man who reacts emotionally gives up control. The man who remains steady keeps it. This is not about being heartless. It's about being self-respecting. Self-respect means you don't chase someone who chooses distance. That's self-respect. Means you don't beg for consistency. Self-respect means you don't negotiate attraction. You either inspire it or you walk forward without it. Here's the brutal truth most men don't want to hear. If she pulls away and never comes back, chasing would not have saved it anyway. All chasing does is delay the inevitable while damaging your dignity. But if she pulls away and you stand firm, two things happen. Either she returns with renewed respect, or she leaves and you keep your self-worth intact. Both outcomes are wins. That's power. Following is what men do when they are afraid to lose access. Standing still is what men do when they know their value is not borrowed. Let me talk to you about masculine presence. Masculine presence is not aggression. It's not control. It's not force. It's certainty. And certainty doesn't move just because someone else steps back. When she pulls away, she is subconsciously asking, is this man stable or is he attached? Attachment is not love. Attachment is fear of emptiness. Love is choice without dependence. That a man who follows reveals attachment. That a man who holds his ground reveals choice. Women feel safer with men who choose them, not men who cling to them. And safety creates attraction. Every time you feel the urge to follow, ask yourself this. Am I acting from confidence or from fear? If the answer is fear, stop. That if the answer is fear, breathe. That if the answer is fear, do nothing. Doing nothing is often the strongest move. Silence is not passive when it's intentional. Distance is not weakness when it's grounded. Calm is not indifference when it's disciplined. When she pulls away, your silence becomes communication. It says, I noticed. It says, I'm not threatened. It says, I'm not chasing. It says, I respect myself. And that message lands louder than any paragraph you could type. Men lose power the moment they try to control outcomes they don't control. You don't control her feelings. You don't control her timing. You don't control her decisions. You only control yourself. And self-control is the foundation of masculine strength. Here's another hard truth. Many men chase because they believe scarcity is weakness. They think if they don't act, they'll lose their chance. But the man who fears scarcity already lives in lack. Abundance mindset is not about options. It's about internal fullness. When you know your worth, you don't scramble. You don't rush. You don't beg the universe to cooperate. You move forward regardless. When she pulls away, she might expect you to follow. That expectation comes from experience. Most men do. When you don't, it disrupts the pattern. And disruption creates curiosity. Curiosity can reignite attraction. Predictability kills it. But don't do this to manipulate. Do this because it's who you are. A man who follows is asking for permission. A man who stands still is setting boundaries without words. Boundaries are attractive. Boundaries signal self-respect. Boundaries signal strength. You don't announce boundaries. You live them. If she pulls away and you chase, you show you have none. If she pulls away and you don't follow, you show you do. Let me be very clear here. This is not about pride. This is not about ego. This is about alignment. Alignment with your own value. Alignment with your own life. Alignment with your own direction. A man aligned with himself does not abandon his path for someone else's uncertainty. When she pulls away, keep walking your path. If she's meant to walk with you, she'll catch up. If she's not, you won't slow down. That's leadership. Leadership is not dragging people forward. It's moving forward and letting others choose to join. Most men don't lead. They follow. And following is exhausting. Not exhaust yourself chasing someone who stepped back. Let her feel the absence of your pursuit. Let her feel the silence she created. Let her feel the difference. And while she feels, you build your body, build your mind, build your mission, build your discipline. A man emotion is magnetic. A man standing still begging for attention is invisible. When she pulls away, remember this. Attraction grows in space, not pressure. Pressure suffocates. Space invites. Give space without resentment. Give space without explanation. Give space without fear. And whatever happens next, you will walk away stronger because the goal was never to keep her at any cost. The goal was to never lose yourself. And that is the one thing no man should ever sacrifice. Now, listen carefully. If this truth hit you, if you felt it in your chest instead of just hearing it in your ears, then you already know what to do. Hit the like button. It tells the algorithm, and it tells yourself that you're done playing weak games. Subscribe to the channel, because this is where real talk lives. No suga, no lies. Just raw truth for men who want control over their life, their mind, and their presence. Turn on notifications, because the next lesson might be the one that saves you from making the same mistake again. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and never follow when she pulls away.